Hi, I just wanted to talk a bit about bedding in the new brakes. So we have new rotors and new race pads, and these brakes are gigantic. So we get asked a little question all the time about how to bed stuff in. I mean, the idea is pretty simple. You're heating everything up and mating it, as well as depositing a layer of pad onto the rotor so that the friction occurs correctly, the science behind how brakes work to begin with. The thing is, if you're just to try to bed at the track, that can be difficult. To get a good layer of material on the disc, you probably like to do some more normal driving, at least a little bit of it, to get some material on the disc and get the pad mated to the disc, or kind of flat. And then when you want to do the bedding process, which is many different ways people have talked about, you'd like to have the rotors and pads warmed up at least some, because if you try to bed on a colder rotor, you may get some pad smear and sort of tend to cause yourself some issues worse than what you were trying to achieve. So if you have the brakes warmed up a bit, and then you do your series of stops, people say maybe 8 to 10 stops from 80 or so to 20 at a pretty good braking effort. Cool the brakes for a few miles, repeat that process, and maybe a little harder braking. Try to stay out of ABS, and then of course, always try to avoid coming to a complete standstill with really hot brakes, because that's when you can easily get that pad imprinting and transfer that can get you lead to vibration, etc. So that's just a little take on the bedding of the brakes. Thank you.